Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to see mathematics. So, for the class standard 5th. So, let us see what are the different content which is mentioned in this chapter. So, let us see the index of this text. So, in this first semester, you are having total 7 chapters. First is Roman numerals, second number work, third addition and subtraction, fourth multiplication and division, and fifth fractions, angles and circles. This is the part 1 of this chapter, while in a part 2 we are going to see multiples and factors, decimal fractions, measuring time, problems on a measurement, perimeter and areas, three-dimensional objects and nets, pictograph, patterns, preparation of algebra. Out of that, some basic concept of all these chapters you had learned in a 4th standard. Let us see what first chapter of this book, that is a Roman numerals. So let us open the page number 1 and let us proceed what it is mentioned in this book. First chapter, Roman numerals. Let us see what information is given by Gita here. Gita is asking to the teacher, this clock doesn't have numbers, it has some symbol instead. Here Gita looks to the clock. You may also see in the market such kind of clocks will be there. Over there, instead of numbers, some symbols are mentioned. So explanation for that teacher has given, yes Gita, these are Roman numerals. In Europe, in old times, Roman capitals letters were used to write numbers. That is why they were called Roman numerals. The letter I was the symbol used for 1, V for 5 and X for 10. So here what we understood, for representing 1 we are writing the letter I. To represent 5 we will use the letter V. To represent 10 we will use the letter X. In these methods there was no symbol of 0. In Roman numerals there is no symbol for Romans. Also the value of a symbol did not change with its place. There are certain rules for writing numbers. Using the Roman numerals, let us see how to write 1 to 20 using these rules and symbols. I, V and X. To represent Roman numerals, there is a certain rules. So let us see those rules, how we can write the numbers using the Romans. So the rule number 1 is, if either of the symbol I or X is written consequently 2 or 3 times, their sum total is number they make. For example, I, if it is written 1 time, so it is considering 1. Here you may say I, it is written 2 times, that means it is representing 1 plus 1, that means 2. That means double I means 2. Here double X means 10 plus 10, 20. Now triple I means 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 3. Let us see the rule 2. The symbol 1 or I or X can be repeated consecutively for maximum of 3 times. So how much we can maximum 3 times only we can write one letter. That means we cannot write 4 times. Like I want to write the 4. So I and I. 4 times I we don't have to write. Okay. So maximum how much time one letter we can write? Only 3 times. That we should know. Okay. So there the numeral 5 is never repeated consequently. So sorry, here the numeral V means representing 5 is never repeated consequently. Just if 1 time 5, 2 time 5, 3 time 5, so it is not repeating. Only it will represent I or X. Okay. So remaining letters later on we are going to see. When either I or V is written on the right of symbol of bigger number, its value added to the value of bigger number. If I want to write the 6, so what I will write, V for 5 and I for 1, that means 5 plus 1, 6. So VI will represent number 6. In the same manners, XI will represent 11 while XV will represent 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. In the same manners, V double I, that means 5 double I means 2. 5 plus 2, 7. So V double I is represent 7. In the same manners, X double I will represent 12. 10 plus 2, 12. In the same manners, remaining numbers also we can represent. Now here rule number 4 is more important. That means you may confuse that I we can write maximum 3 times. So if I want to write 4, then what shall I do? So when I is written on the left of V is representing 5 and I is represented at the left side of the V, that means we have to subtract 1 from 5, that means it is a 4, like it is mentioned here. V is written, but instead of a right side, I is written in the left hand side, that means 5 will get subtracted, that means IV is representing number 4. In the same manners, if X is there, its left hand side some letters we are writing, that means we have to subtract. So here X left hand side I is there, that means 10 minus 1, that is equal to 9. So 9 will represented as IX, but the number 8 is not written as double IX. So for that how we will write? Just think, yes, V, I and I, that means V triple I, because 3 times I we can write, therefore V triple I we can write very properly. So I hope all of you understood that how we can write the Roman numerals. If some numbers are given to you, you should be able to write, or you should be able to convert those numbers into the Roman numerals. Yes, some information is given. You have to just read in your textbook some information, how to write 14, how to write 19, that it is mentioned here. Downside some examples are there. 12, how will you write? X double I. 7, how will you write? V double I. 18, how will you write? X for 10, 8 for V triple I. So 18 will be written in this form. I hope from the page number 1 you have got much more information. Let us see the page number 2. Now on page number 2 you may see that some work is given to you, that is the problem set 1. Write all numbers from 1 to 20 using Roman numerals. So which rules I explained to you? Using that rule you have to write 1 to 20 using the Roman numerals. Write the following number using international numbers. Now in the second question, what is there? V is written. We have to write in a international numbers, means how we are writing 5 in our language. So in this same mathematical language we have to write the 5. So V is equal to 5. This is 2. This is V double I, how is representing 7. X is representing 10. X triple I is representing 13. In this manner you have to find the answers for this also. Okay, some work is given to you. These boxes you have to fill. 3, how will you write the 3 in a Roman numerals? Right here, this number is represent which? V triple I, which is that? Yes, it is 8. So we will write 8 here. For 6, how to write in Roman? Downside. How to write in an international number? Upside. In this way, you have to write remaining things. Here, these numbers in the boxes you have to fill in the form of Roman numerals. Fifth one questions, you just check this table. 4. Downside, how it is represented. Is it correct? I think it is not correct. So you have to write here wrong. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. V right hand side I, that means 5 plus 1 6. Yes, correct. So we will write here right. Got it? How to solve this? Can we write V triple times? No, we cannot write V triple times. So I think this is also wrong. So this first exercise I will give you as a homework. So I hope you all will do this. Okay. Now let us see some additional knowledge. Let us see some additional knowledge. Up to the 100, up to the 20, you may write very easily. But what after the 100? Which letters we have to use? So like we used letter I for representing 1, letter V to representing 5, letter X to represent 10. So in the same manners, more letters are there to represent more numbers. For example, if I want to represent L, I have to I want to use the 50, I will use the letter L. I want to use the number 100, I will use the C. I want to use the 500, I will use the D. I want to use the 1000, I will use letter M. So all these letters you have to learn very well. I hope all students you understood this concept. You just see this video 1 time, 2 time, 3 times if you not understood, and just try to solve this problem set 1 as a homework. Okay, so for this chapter we will stop here. Thank you everyone.